everybody. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Eat What You Sow with Co. Today's recipe is going to be a soup, and it's also out of the book The Kitchen. It is corn and basil chowder. I'm really happy to have you back with us. There's quite a few ingredients in this one, so hopefully it goes swimmingly. Also, I have to use an immersion blender. I don't know how to use an immersion blender. First time using an immersion blender. I wanted to use actually a food processor. My sister said good luck with that. That'll be really hilarious watching you try to pour hot soup into a food processor. Bought an immersion blender. Really excited to have you back with us. If you're enjoying this, hit the big red subscribe below. Thank you. Alrighty, let's get this thing started. Okay, so here are the ingredients for today's recipe. Oh my gosh, I almost just dropped my phone. Here are the ingredients for today's recipe, and can I just say, look at how pretty that setup is right there. Olive oil, vegetable broth, okay, 6 ears of corn. It says shucked. And I was like, what is shucked? I think the outside are shucks, right? Yeah, my dad, I asked him, I go, what's a shucked corn? He's like, I think he told me it's not with the outsides. Like you shuck it, you take the outsides off, and my sister told me the same thing. So anyway, that's what I got. A bell pepper, a lemon, a potato, 3 cloves of garlic, a half of a yellow onion, and it said 2 ribs of celery. I have no idea what a rib of celery is, so I'm assuming it's like 2 celery sticks. I don't know why it just doesn't say 2 sticks of celery. That might be less confusing. Salt. And then it said fresh basil, like cut into fancy ribbons. I actually ordered basil and they brought me this. So for your recipe, says fresh basil. Tried to get fresh basil, didn't end up with fresh basil, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so the first thing it says to do is to cut up the corn, like cut it off of the ears. With a really sharp knife. So that sounds intimidating. So we're gonna do our best, and I hope I don't, lose a finger. Look, I got another cut. So hopefully I don't lose a finger. Hopefully I don't get another cut. And I'm using a big, humongous knife this time too. So it says, maybe it's easier to cut it in half. I can't. Okay, it is not easy to cut a corn on the cob in half. What the hell? So oh my God. This makes a humongous mess. Are you for real? This is getting everywhere. Okay, it says don't buy frozen corn, but maybe that's the best thing to do, buy frozen corn. It says you should, after you're done with all this corn, I'm seriously getting corn everywhere. This is out of control. Because once you're done with this, you should have 4 cups of corn. I don't think I'm going to, unless I eat the corn off the ground. This is absolutely freaking horrible. Look at this. Corn just goes everywhere. I feel like I'm losing all the corn. I feel like this is food waste. Really? I mean, come on. Why couldn't we just buy frozen freaking corn? I need a bigger cutting board, I've realized, because this is totally out of control. I don't even know if I'm getting the corn parts. Literally corn everywhere. Well, I'm glad I don't have shucks on her and I don't have to shuck too. All right, one more. Oh, I think I've figured out a method now that I'm on my last one. Saw it, don't slowly, and then it doesn't go all over the place. That's great. Now that I've lost 50% of my needed corn. Well, I hope that's 4 cups because so much of mine is on the ground. Okay, well, we're gonna need to take a break so that I can clean up all this freaking corn everywhere. So it says to chop the onion, celery, potato, and bell pepper into bean-sized pieces. This is gonna be so annoying. I hate cutting up vegetables. And I have a freaking cut. It's gonna be annoying. And guess what? We have to mince garlic after this. Bean-sized pieces. Yes, wouldn't it depend on the bean? Well, I guess all beans are similar size. Oh, that was close. Just nipped my finger. Remember how I was telling you guys that I have a weird thing about glass in the last episode? So guess what? This cut, I cut myself on glass. Oh my God, my eyes are watering. Dave told me you're supposed to put an onion on your head when your eyes water, and that's supposed to stop it from watering. I don't know if he was just messing with me to get me to put an onion on my head, but I did put an onion on my head. It did not work. Oh my God. I gotta close my eyes and do this. Okay, that's gonna have to be enough because I cannot stand this. Okay, I need a break now since, oh my gosh, the onions got me crying. Oh, which bell pepper is the spiciest bell pepper? Tell me in the comments. I think it's the red one, right? It doesn't say if you're supposed to take the skin off of the potato or not. So I'm gonna leave the skin on because I'm lazy. I like the skins anyways. Just gotta scrub it. Gotta wash my celery. Yeah, I heard that you burn more calories when you eat celery. You only burn calories, like, cause the celery, the count of calories in celery is so small or whatever that eating it actually burn more calories than you're intaking just by eating celery. So I guess if I lived on celery, I'd be skinny. Oh yay, we get to mince garlic. I put an extra clove of garlic in there because garlic, I love garlic. Not mincing it, mincing garlic sucks. I just realized I have minced garlic in the fridge, but that would be cheating. Woo! Garlic in my cut. Ow! Okay, I just got to give myself like some props because look at how freaking pretty all that is. Like, it looks all professional. Like, if you didn't know any better, you'd be like, that girl is a freaking pro, right? It looks pretty pro right there. Okay, so pro, but I forgot the onions in the last scene. So there's the pro onions. There's the whole professional group right there. Okay, so now it says to get So now it says to get 2 teaspoons of olive oil and put them in a large soup pot. So I'm just using a pot. I don't know what like a difference between a regular pot and a soup pot is, but I'm using a freaking pot. Or you put the olive oil in the pot, and then we're gonna grill the onion, roast the onion. What are we doing with the onion? We're gonna put the onion, saute the onion. We're sauteing the onion. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of olive oil into a pot. Woo! So you let the oil get hot in the pot. Oil get hot in the pot. I swear the oil's evaporated. I don't know. It says approximately 3 minutes you're gonna cook the onions so they get brown. Look at that. Nice and sizzling. Ooh, starting to get brown. Starting to get brown, guys. Starting to get brown. Once it's brown, it says to add the celery and whatever else we made. What did we make? Celery, potatoes, garlic, and a bell pepper. Another 2 minutes. Now it says to cook that for another 2 minutes. Look how colorful and pretty that looks, guys. It's so pretty and colorful. You see how colorful it's so nice? Yeah, I love the color. I feel like this is the way we should eat, so it makes me very excitable. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Camera's really close to me. Okay, so after you let that cook, it says to add the salt and 3/4 of the amount of corn that we have. So we're gonna add that now. So just most of the corn, I guess. I don't know why we're leaving some out, but that's what it says to do. Okay, so after you add the corn, it says to add the broth and let it simmer for 10 minutes. So, and I was so proud of myself, like, because it's fluid, right? It says 32 ounces. It says four cups of broth. Alexa told me how many ounces worth of cup, and like I was this open already? Why was this open already? What the Hey, that really pissed off. Someone opened up the vegetable broth before they sent it to me. So now I'm gonna have to pause all this and go to the store and get some freaking vegetable broth to finish this recipe. I mean, I know that sometimes people will open up stuff in the store. Like you hear all these horror stories about how they open up ice cream or whatever, but why the hell would you open up vegetable broth? So you're opening up vegetable broth and taking a huge like gulp of vegetable broth? How disgusting is that? Oh, so annoying. Okay, so let's check it to make sure that this one's not open. Okay, you guys, I'm back from the store with a brand new vegetable broth that the seal is on there, and I click it and okay, this one scared me for a second because it doesn't have the inside thing, but it did have a completely closed seal. So it's weird that the inside is, anyway, I don't know. I guess this one's okay. It was totally sealed, I guess. So it says to add your broth and let it simmer for 10 minutes. So we're gonna put the lid on that and let it simmer for 10 minutes. Okay, you guys, now it's time for like a very intimidating part, and it's time to use the immersion blender. Never used one of these before in my life. It says to turn off the heat and then put your immersion blender in there and blend it up till it's creamy looking. We'll see how this goes. This should be entertaining. I hope I cooked that long enough. It says to make sure your potato pieces are soft. Ouch. Oh, it's too hot to tell if they're soft. I don't know how to use this. Is that how you turn it on? What is turbo? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy crap. That is intense. Why does it stick to the bottom like that? Oh my God. Is that what it's supposed to do? Is it supposed to suck it in like that? It feels like it's ripping the paint. You know what? I should probably read the directions on this before I use it. Okay, those directions are terrible on the immersion blender. All it says is to move it slowly up and down to blend it. But mine keeps, I don't even know if the blades are working. Why is it sticking to the thing like that? Okay, let me just see if yeah, they're working. I don't know why it's grabbing the pan. It's freaking me out. What is it doing that for? Is it supposed to do that? I don't know. This is so intense. I don't know how to use this thing. This thing is scary. I don't know if it's supposed to grab like that. It's like grabbing. Oh, freaking, it's lifting the whole pot up. I think it's working though. Holy crap, my arm hurts from that. I think we're good. First time with an immersion blender, yay! Okay, that won't be the last time. So my sister's like, you need an immersion blender. That's a staple in plant-based diet. So I got one now and I've used it for the first time and no destructive, nothing bad happened. That's pretty amazing. Now the chunks of corn make sense because you wanna have pieces of corn in there since it's corn chowder. And so now you add your corn, the rest of your corn, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, you add that in, stir it up. Then it says turn the heat on, bring it back to a simmer, and let it sit. After it gets warm, you're supposed to just, it says to serve it immediately. So Dave will have to get it reheated, but I'm gonna eat it immediately. So what you do is, I guess you're just adding a sprinkle of basil on top to make it look fancy, pretty much. So like I said, it says to use fresh basil, but I got like this basil. Oh my gosh, I was just at the store. I could have bought fresh basil too. So I'm just gonna add a couple little basil bits. I will say that does make it look pretty damn fancy. Look at that. Look how fancy that looks with the, oh my gosh, I'm gonna spill it. All right, I'm trying it now. I'll let you know what I think. Okay. Let me check my teeth. Did I food my teeth? Alrighty, so I like it. I really like corn anyways. Like, I really like corn, so I'm not surprised I like it. I think it would be good with some black pepper on top. It's not as creamy corn as I was hoping it would be, but it's really good. It has a really good flavor to it. I really like the basil, actually. The basil gives it like a little bit of a different flavor. It is a good soup. It really is. I hate soup. Like, I hate soup. I used to do the shred diet, and like, you had to have soup all the time, and I freaking despise soup. You have vegetable soup, and how boring is that? This is good though. Like, this is a really good soup. I would eat this for sure. All right, now that I'm done cooking, I'm gonna go eat a bowl of that and wait for Dave to get home. I will be back as soon as Dave gets home, and we can give you his review of what he thinks. I think he'll like this one. It's not like a ton of flavor. I think he'll like this one. This one's pretty good. So stay tuned. Look how pretty it is. Look how pretty. Okay, so Dave is home. So let's see what his thoughts are on corn and basil chowder. Hi, Sugar Plum. Hi, Sugar Plum. How was your day?
Well, sucker free. It was long.
You tired?
Yeah, I'm whooped.
Oh, dirty hands.
Smells good in here.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, well, I cooked it about 2 hours ago. You're supposed to serve it immediately, so we'll see how this tastes.
Perfect.
It's corn and basil chowder. You just got water in it. You just open the lid and got water in it. Here, let me get you a dish. So Dave is going to try the corn and basil chowder.
That's not bad, actually.
Oh God, another not bad. Is this another 6 or what?
You're gonna have to work hard for anything in the.
Okay, all right. Okay, master.
I didn't mean it like work hard. I mean, it's the recipes.
I forgot you're a king that gets fed grapes by hand.
You.
Hey, you can't say that. So what do you think? You obviously like it because you keep eating it. So he says it's pretty good. So we know what Dave's idea of pretty good is. Based on tonight's recipe, what is your rating of corn and basil chowder?
Oh, 6.5. Fair. It does need something though. Something's missing. Salt.
It says you can add salt, but I agree. It's kind of bland.
Let me.
Hey, you don't need to add garlic. There's garlic in there, and I put an extra clove. I put an extra clove of garlic.
Hold on. Let me doctor it up. Let me doctor this up. Let me doctor this up.
Oh yeah, that's what I put on mine. I put black pepper on mine. I forgot to put pepper on yours. You gonna come in here and cook the next episode?
You gonna go finish all these cars? It's a 15 as food flies out of my mouth. Where'd you get this recipe?
Thug Kitchen.
Thug Kitchen?
Thug Kitchen.
So you're telling me this is thuggish, ruggish cone? Huh?
Yep.
It's the thuggish, ruggish cone.
The thuggish, ruggish cone.
No, that's good. I like it.
All right, so Dave has tried it and I tried it, and we have our final ratings in. So I will rate this one, I think a 7 probably. I like it, but it's a little bland. I put some black pepper on it, and then when you put black pepper, it actually makes it better. But I do like it. I think it's really good for a soup. He rated it a 6.5. So we're actually closer on the ratings on this one. If you like soup, you will definitely like this. So you all, oh my gosh. Thank you for watching. I think you guys should cook it. You guys should try it and let us know what you think. All right, and please, if you're enjoying this, please subscribe to me. Hit the red subscribe below. Hit the like and subscribe. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks.